The carbine's a machine. We're going to head down range with Frank Proctor of The Way of the Gun, and he's going to show us how to be a better mechanic.
Hey, what's up, shooters? Frank Proctor with Way of the Gun Performance Shooting. Back out here at the range again, out here at my facility out in East Teboga, Alabama, which is kind of in between Talladega and Anniston, about 5 miles from the Talladega Super Speedway. So if you're into racing, you probably know where that's at. If you've ever seen Talladega Nights, and you know I have, you know where it's at. So we're going to work on another component, or another exercise to work another couple components of performance shooting. We talked about the 4 components of performance shooting being processing, control, mechanics, and movement. All of them going to kind of start coming into play here. We're going to maneuver in and around these ports that I've got set up with these sticks and these barrels here. So there's going to be some movement from point A to point B to C to D and then back over again. So we're going to have to move quickly and efficiently. We're going to have to manipulate the gun. All right, we're going to have to move the gun in and around these obstacles, get it into operation. We have to manipulate that selector lever back and forth, because if we are not connected to the sights, gun's on safe and fingers connected to the frame, and usually applying some positive pressure up underneath that selector lever doesn't cost us anything and absolutely saves us some grief. So we got weapons manipulation, we got some movement from point A to point B, and then we're processing. The very instant we see good enough, we shoot the gun. Okay, we got about 35 yards down there, we got a steel target. Wait a minute, did I say 35? I meant 300. All right, it's 300 yards. All right, we got a steel target, it's 12 inches wide, 24 inches tall. Anywhere we see sights land on that target, we're gonna shoot. But if the sights aren't on the target, we got to plug into the gun, let it tell us when to shoot. Shoot as fast as we can, not as fast as we want to, okay? Sometimes we just want to go fast and we can't. So we might get a little bounce, a little instability when we get into one of these positions. We got to wait for it, all right? We get it there, we shoot, get the gun back on safe, and get out of here. So we're shooting single rounds on these in order to get a lot of repetition on particular things, okay? We're moving from point A to point B, manipulating the guns, seeing what we need to see, processing, firing an accurate shot, and then manipulating the gun, moving again. Okay, so we can get a lot of repetitions out of a little bit of ammo this way. Okay, so we're going to do some single shots first, and then we'll jump into doing it with multiple rounds on the targets to kind of emphasize controlling the gun. All right, so from these weird positions, we're not going to be in a perfect kung fu fighting stance. Okay, but we will have the ability to apply a couple tools to stabilize the gun so that we keep the sights in the target or minimize the amount of time they're away from the target so we can shoot again fast and accurate, okay, which is what we're looking to do. So let's go ahead and throw some ear pro on, get these pelters on. All right, they're groovy. Let's go ahead and load up, and we'll start talking through this thing, and then we'll shoot it live, okay? So the way it's gonna go down, oh, the name, by the way, this one's called Quadzilla, and we'll do 2 versions of it, all right? And why it's called Quadzilla, there's got to be something in the name. So we're going to start with the muzzle on the barrel, okay? First position is going to be here. All right, get a single shot, then we're going here, then we're going here, and then we're going here. And we're going to repeat. All right, so we got 4 ports. That's 4, right? All right, 4 ports. We're going to shoot each port 4 times, okay? And we're going to do a whole lot of squatting, so we're getting a lot of quad work out of here. Quad ports, quad rounds per port, quad work. Okay, and then we'll do it that way, single shots per, and then we'll jump on doing 4 rounds per port for another total of 16 rounds. In that case, like I say, we're emphasizing control of the gun and mobility here as well. We got the option of taking a knee down here in these lower ports, but it may cost us a little time getting in and out. But hey, weigh it out for yourself, see what works best for you, and gives you everything you need out of the particular situation you're in. Here we go. Also, my bad, another thing worth noting, sling setup is going to be a big deal. We're going to need the sling loose enough to be able to drive the gun in and around these barrels. So let's go ahead and do it. Oh, that. Didn't know we're going to get a little malfunction with this work, but hey, that's the way it shakes out sometimes. And I don't know how many times I've been here. I think that's 3 for this port. Make this guy up. 1 more. All right, so that's Quadzilla. You guys get the gist of it. Got a little extra malfunction work out of the deal. Another way to work it, like I said, is 4 rounds per port. You guys go hit the range. Try it out, see what you think. See if it all makes sense to you. Have a good one, folks, and we'll see you out here on the range next time. Thanks.
Trigger Time TV is brought to you by Crossbreed Holsters, Keltec, Troy Industries, Troy Defense, Talon Ordnance, Eagle Shield, Nemo Arms, Fax and Firearms, Copus Mobile, Black Forge Weapons, Battle Rifle Company, Vertex, Wiley X, Dark Angel, and Meredith Rifles.
I would like to dedicate the filming of this episode to all the members of our United States Armed Forces, both past and present.
Closed caption provided by Wiley X.